lift me away, cause we get I like a skyscraper. I ain't even this me away. Hey Sophie, how you doing? It wasn't Memorial Day here. We don't have Memorial Day holiday like you guys. We had our holiday Bermuda Day on Friday, so our weekend's over. It was from Friday to Sunday. Today was a regular day, but I hope you had a good Memorial Day and holiday. You're good, good. Yeah, the Boston Celtics are packed up for this year, but I'll still wear their stuff. I'm a loyal fan. She gave her. She heard that today. These people are always fighting, man. It's so annoying. These damn people, I tell you. What's these comments saying? Oh. Yes, I guess they realized oh God, these people are something else. Yeah, the Spurs are doing good. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I think the series is 2-2 now with the Spurs. And I think tonight, yeah, New York's winning right now. They're destroying the Cavaliers, so they're going to sweep them. That's sad. I can't believe the New York Knicks are going to go to the finals. That's incredible. But yeah, the Spurs are 2-2, so that's pretty good. So hopefully the Spurs win because that's who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for the Spurs. I hate the New York Knicks, and I don't want them to win. But looks like they're gonna win. They're winning 111-76. They're pulverizing the Cavaliers at their own home too. That's sad. Ouch. Oh well, not my problem. Yeah, the Spurs. Yeah, it's basketball for the champ. It's for the semifinals. It's to get into the finals. So New York looks like they're gonna win today and go to the finals. So it's either gonna be New York and Spurs or New York and Oklahoma. So either one's going through, but it's 2-2. So there's still three more games left if need be It's the first one to 4. So Lakers got out first round. The Lakers got beat up first round, and the Celtics lost in the first round too. They both lost in the first round. Yep. This year was a lot different. The two biggest name teams got eliminated first. Well, that's what everybody says, but he ain't my goat. That's for sure. He never will be. Not in my generation. Nah. He's great. He's a good player, but he will never be mine. No. Yeah, he done. He's had nothing but help his whole life, and he still ain't won that many championships. He's lost more than he's won. So that's the argument right there. If you've lost more than you won, championship wise, you can't be called the GOAT. That don't even make no sense. Hey Brian, how you doing? Hey Tanya, how's it going? Oh no, that sucks, Tanya. Oh well, at least you get to rest and chill out. You can do some crafts and things. I missed your live earlier today. I missed it by like a couple minutes. Oh, that's cool. All right. Brian, you said, is Mike starting to come around at all? Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? You good? Brian, I would say no. I don't think he's gonna come around. I think that he's like if you're waiting for him to speak to you, then I don't see him like speaking to you anytime soon. If you're waiting for him to come around and speak to you or talk to you or associate with you, I just don't see that happen. At least not in the next 30 days, I would say no. But I do see that, the only way he probably would speak is if there's a lot of effort made, between you and him. Like if you were to make the effort to talk to him, but if you do, it might not guarantee that he'll speak. So I would say just let it be if that's the case. But I do see like that, he's going through a lot of, like confusion and conflicts in his life with some woman. And like it doesn't seem like he's doing that great in his life right now, as far as like a woman or a relationship or something like that. Something's going on in his life where he's like really confused and some conflict going on. He might even feel lonely right now, or things aren't really going his way. But as far as him coming around to speak to you or to associate with you, I would say no. At least the next 30 days, I don't see that. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm not getting anything good here, Brian. I don't see him like going out of his way to talk to you, and I don't really think he wants to. It doesn't say that he wants to talk to you. He thinks that if he does talk to you, it'll cause arguments or disagreements, and it looks like he's like uncertain about how you feel, and you might be uncertain about how he feels. I feel like this person doesn't have any substance, or they just don't really, you know, want to talk to you at all. So I don't get nothing good there from Mike. Oh, nice, bro. I had tuna casserole today. It was pretty good. My sister made it, and some garlic bread. Yeah, I missed Tanya's live earlier. I had to go and then deal with some shit. So I saw at least I got the notification, but when I got it, I wasn't here. So I couldn't even check. I had to help my nephew with his Wi-Fi new gadget he had, and we had to figure it all out. It's some bullshit. There's always something I got to do. You had steak and loaded baked potatoes. Must be nice to be you. Oh yeah, it's a holiday today, so I know that's why you probably had, a good meal, Sophie. Enjoy. I can't talk shit about steak because I've eaten steak twice this month, and that's a miracle. Only because their prices of them are good. No worries, Brian. You're welcome, bro. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I would. The grocery store has steaks, but they're all like way too expensive. I'm like, hell no. Well, at least they asked about you, Dan. Even though you're not there, at least they asked about you. They asked if you was okay. You're well liked, Yep, that's a Leo for you. Exactly. See, Dan showing his true zodiac sign. Oh shit. Sis got jokes today, bro. Yep, the one and only. Brian, thanks for the super chat. You said, "Am I going to work graveyard after I get my license?" Well, that's totally up to you, bro. Only you can determine whether or not you want to work. You know. Well, Brian, it says that you will work the graveyard shift, and you after you get your license, because once you do it, you'll feel the improvement, and you'll feel like it's a good thing to do. So that's what it says. It says if you account for your actions, and you want to improve, and you want to develop something through that job and that graveyard shift, and go for it. It's saying yes, you can, and yes, you will, but it's going to make somebody upset, which we know is going to make your dad upset, right? But you got the justice card and the judgment, so that's telling me yes, that you will do it. You will do the graveyard shift once you get your license if you want to, but it might cause some emotional, situation between you and your dad, or you and, obviously you've told me about it before, that your dad's not happy that you're going to do it. But it's saying that if you do it, it'll benefit you, and it'll benefit life and whatever you're dealing with. So having that job will benefit you. And if you take it and do it after you get your license, then it'll bring proper balance into your life, and it'll make things, go the way it's supposed to. So I'm not getting nothing bad here. I'm just getting like that maybe your dad might be upset, or you also might be like, undecisive, or making a decision on whether or not you're going to do it. So at the end of the day, it's totally up to you if you do that. But from what the cards say, it says that if you do it, it'll benefit you, and it'll cause improvements in your life. So it looks good. I don't see nothing extremely bad or anything. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to do that. So it still depends on you at the end of the day, your final decision. But like I said, if you do, it'll benefit you. It'll cause improvements and good things. Sophie, always when I clean, I always have to have music in the background, or else I'm bored. If I don't have music in the background, I'll listen to like a live or something like that. Yeah, exactly, Tanya. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna listen to Spanish music, but I'll listen to one of my mixes that I've made, or I'll listen to like someone on TikTok like playing music or something, like I've been doing for the past umpteen hours. I've been on TikTok for like hours now, just listening to a bunch of guys play music and talk about the old days. It got boring, so I was like, all right, I'm coming out here. Fuck out of here. I'm tired of listening to this shit. Sometimes men are worse than women when they in the chat room together. The men are in there acting like they know everything. Ain't nobody can tell them nothing. They sit there and argue with each other about who's got this and who's got that. I just sit back and just make comments in the chat. Sometimes I join the panel, and then sometimes I'm like, I can't bother with this shit. I'm not arguing with a bunch of guys. You can't tell these people nothing. Am I sick? Nah. Just tired. Nah. I have phlegm sometimes, yeah. I'm just tired, that's all. You're welcome, Brian. Thank you. A guy wanted to give you a ride up the hill. Oh, I see. Did you take it? Did you say, sure, I'll go for a ride? No? Oh, come on. Hey, Pine Bear, how you doing? How you been? Like the booger snot guy. Oh man, you didn't let the guy give you a ride? Come on, man. The guy was trying to be nice. Guy was trying to be nice. He wanted to give you a ride up the hill. He probably said, this damn woman, she needs a ride. Come on, man. You ran away so fast. Come on, man. Pam, good to see you. Tanya said she ran away fast. That poor guy, he was like, shit, all I want to do is get this damn lady a ride. Oh, man. That's why I don't offer rides to people sometimes, because they'll be like, this guy wants to probably take me somewhere. This guy wants to take me somewhere. He ain't gonna take me up the hill. He's gonna take me back down the damn hill. Poor guy. He was probably a nice Christian. Why don't you just be a nice guy? He wanted to be a nice guy and take you up the hill, and he was like, nah, bruh. Yeah, that's true, Virgo. You never do know these days, you know. You never know. But if we think like that, then we're never gonna trust them ever again, you know. Sometimes you gotta take, that leap of faith. I know. That's why you should have took the lift. See, the guy weren't gonna take you nowhere. He weren't gonna do nothing to you. He was a nice guy. Oh, it depends on how he approached you. Did he say, "Hello, ma'am? Would you like a ride up the hill?" He was probably, if he said that, you'd probably be all right. But if he said, "Hey, gorgeous, where are you going? Would you like a ride in my truck?" Or he'd probably say, "Hey, sweet cakes, need a lift?" Or he probably said, "Hey there, you going my way?" Hey, Christy, how you doing? Tanya said, "Hell no, I was out of there, bro." Yeah, I know, Pam, but it is hard to take that leap of faith because you can't trust anybody no more. It's fucking annoying. They were like, "Hey, aren't you that lady in the RV?" You were like, "No, no, I'm not. I saw you on TikTok. You Misty Bikini. I seen you. You from around these parts." You're like, "Oh, you gonna get in my truck? Come on now. I won't bite you." I can hear the guy now. "I won't bite you, dear. You get in my truck." Did he have a truck? He was nice, not scary. See? Yeah, I can see the guy now. If I try to pick up this young lady walking up the hill, try to do a good deed today for the good Lord. She said, hell no. She was out of there. So I said, oh well. Try to be a nice man. Poor guy. Poor guy. Probably done. It's all good, Tanya. If your instincts told you no. Mm. I mean, you always say you want to find somebody, with some mutual funds. He could have gave some mutual funds. See? He might have been, I need me a lady. This lady look like my type. Let me see if she wants some mutual funds and some medical insurance. He was like, no, no, not today, bro. Peace. Yeah, that crash would ask, can you bite me? Lady, get up. That's right, Dan. See, you know what time it is. One time, right? I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you guys, you know me, I got stories, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys a story. My parents were away and I had to drive their car, right? They had like a Nissan Sentra, like a sedan. It was a decent car, right? I had just finished cleaning it. And I said, let me take this damn car down to the city and drive it because my parents have been away for like weeks. So I said, it's been a couple of days. I better drive this car so the battery won't die. So I'm driving the car and I see this lady at the bus stop. And I was like, damn, this lady looks pretty good. I'm wondering why this damn woman's at the bus stop. So, I looked at her and I pulled over. I said, let me be a nice guy today and see if I could take this lady to the city because that's where I'm going. So let me see if she'll, accept my, the lift. I just want to be a nice guy. Plus, she was looking good. So I was like, let me pick this damn woman up before someone else takes her. This poor damn woman. And the weather was kind of looking like it was going to rain. So I was like, pulled over. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. She's like, yes. I said, would you like a lift to the city? I'm going to the city. So I was wondering if you want to go with me in the car. She's like, you know what? It looks like it's gonna rain, and I've been here for like half an hour waiting for the bus. Sure, I'll take your offer. I'm like, all right, cool. So the whole time she had like this, her arm was back here, right? And the other arm was like, she opened the door and she got in and she went like this, like to her arm, and then she like covered herself and stuff. And then she had like her purse and she was like this the whole time. Right. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this woman's arm? Like, she's like, don't want me to see her arm or something. If she ain't carrying no like Glock or something, or some gun or something, or some knife, saying, yeah, this mofo doesn't take me to the system. So I was worried. Like I said, oh fuck, this woman's got something underneath her purse or some shit, right? So I started making conversation for her. I said, yeah, where you from? She's like, oh, I'm from Bermuda, but I've been in college and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So you're gonna be here? Like she goes, oh yeah, blah blah blah. And then I didn't really, we started talking and talking. It was like about a 15-minute ride. So then I was like, oh, I saw you catching the bus. Do you have transportation? Because I know you said you're not. She goes, oh, no, I can't drive because I'm disabled. And I'm like, what do you mean? So she went like this and she had half her arm, right? Like, like those distorted looking arms, like where the hand is way back here. So I was like, oh, that's why you had your hand over there. She goes, yeah, I have a fucked up arm. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So I was like, oh, wow. So here I am, picked up this lady. She was just good looking, and she had this damn arm. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, well, at least I did a good deed for a disabled lady. And then I said, shit. Then my mind started wandering all over the place. And she's like, oh, you can drop me off right around the corner here. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, do you want me to get the door? She's like, no, no, no. I'm fine. So she turned like this and then she like used her hand to like her good hand to open the door. And then she like kind of shoved the door with her elbow because she can't move that messed up arm, right? So I felt bad for her because she seemed like a very nice person. And when I saw her arm, I was like, oh fuck, I thought she had something underneath there. She's gonna shoot my ass or stab me or something. Meanwhile, she had like a fucked up arm. So yeah, I remember picking her up and then thinking that she's gonna like do something to me or be prepared to do something if I didn't take her to the right place. But meanwhile, she had like a fucked up arm. So I'm like, well, you have a nice day. And maybe I'll see you around if you're living in that neighborhood. And you know, That was it. I never saw her again. That's right. Her best friend was a six-toe hope. Yeah. I, you know what, Tanya? I said, what the fuck is with me with these people? And my ex had a six-toe. Now I picked up a lady with a fucked up arm. I'm like, shit. I ain't got no luck when I pick somebody up. Fuck, hell. What is with this shit? You know? Yeah, but it's all good. Yeah. She was a nice lady. She was all right. She was a cool chick though. We had a good conversation about life and stuff. And she showed me her arm and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Whatever. Hope you're okay. Was the armor turned down for you, Marky? Not really. You know what? I don't really judge people like that. I would rather if she was my girl, I would help her. But she'll probably be too mad at me because I'll probably over help because I'm like that. So I wouldn't say it was a turn down because she was gorgeous. She looked good. That's why I picked her up. But she said that she has a boyfriend away. So I was like, oh, okay, fuck. Oh well. That's why I was surprised she got in the car. But she said she had somebody like away. But she was just in Bermuda to visit and see people and stuff like that. I could tell she wasn't really like living here because the way she was dressed and stuff. That's why I picked her up. I thought she was like a foreigner or something. So I was like, let me take this damn woman somewhere. But she ended up saying, I mean, she could have lied to me. I don't know. But I didn't ask her out or nothing like that because she had told me she had a boyfriend. She was like, yeah, my boyfriend, did this and he's. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, oh well, I picked up somebody that has a boyfriend and a messed up arm. But honestly, I don't really judge people like that, Sophie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dated the six-toe hoe. I didn't really worry about her feet. As long as she kept them things away from me, then I was good. But that doesn't bother me that much. If someone has like something deformed on their body or something like that, it won't make me look at that person different. Sometimes those are the ones you can be more safe to not cheat on you and to do dumbass shit. It'll be more a secure relationship. That to me, that's how I feel. But I mean, you can date a normal person and they end up disabled. What are you supposed to do? Like drop them because they're disabled? Hell no. I would never do that. Maybe. You never know. I never saw her again. Uh, yeah, exactly. That's cool. I don't mind. You know. Yeah, for real. Exactly. You're welcome, Tanya. I know. It's okay, Tanya. You didn't have eyes for the damn truck driver too, that poor fucker. He wanted to help you out. But at least I got to tell you my story, you know. Your little incident today made me tell my story. I've never told that story on here. I'm trying to remember the other chick that had a problem and like nobody would date her, but she was my friend. Like, who the fuck was that again? I can't remember her now. There was another chick that had something wrong with her, and I was all cool with her because I felt bad for her. I didn't date her or anything, but I was just cool with her. I can't remember who it is now, but anyway, yeah, it'll come to me. Oh, damn. I know a few people like that. Yeah, she trusted me to take her to the city, you know. I think she probably went with me because she was waiting so long, and she probably had to go, and she probably said, "Yeah, this guy looks harmless." And Bermuda, you can't really go nowhere. I can't take you nowhere. In Bermuda, I can only take you somewhere and do something bad to you, but I'll get caught because Bermuda's so small. You can't like drive to the next city, or it's not like that here. I would have to take you on a boat and then do all that crazy shit. So I ain't going nowhere. She knows I ain't gonna take her nowhere. Oh no, Pam Bear. So you know how it is then. But I wouldn't look at you different, Pam Bear. I would help you, Pammy. Exactly. But you know what, Pam? It makes you a stronger person, But like, say if you were say if you were my wife and you ended up not walking, I ain't gonna leave you. Hell no. You're still the same person, like you said. You just can't walk. So you compromise. You have wheelchairs. Now you have those mobile chairs and shit. There's electric chairs, so you'll still be able to get around. And I'll still help you get out of the chair every day or whenever you want. And I would still do everything for you because you're my wife. So people don't understand that whole concept. One time a guy said in the chat, one time this guy said in the chat that I want to find a woman that would change my diapers when I'm old. And I never really like thought about that until he said it. And I'm like, oh shit, you're absolutely right too. You know? Because people think that love is just like gonna be perfect and the person you're with is gonna be perfect and nothing's gonna happen to them. But what if they get disabled? What if they lose their vision or their arms or their legs or some shit or end up like in a wheelchair, like you said? People just think that everything is gonna be fine for them all the time. But that's when you know if it's real love or not. You know? Hey Kitty, what's up? Yeah, I'm always running my mouth. You know how it goes. Hey Marilyn, how you doing? Hey Brownie Twin, what's going on? Nah, I probably won't. I'll only lose my teeth if you beat me up and punch me in my mouth, Kitty. I'll be scared of you. Kitty be like, what you say? I like, damn woman, why you gotta take my goddamn teeth out? Yeah. Yeah, I see Dan has lost his toe and shit. So people are like that. I was saying, I was saying to somebody I was saying to a few people that my dad before he died, he was all messed up. He like he just got worse and worse, and his body, everything. Being 82, you just start to break down, and then your whole body like just looks weird and different, and you just end up going like it's just the way life is. Yeah. Damn hers if no toes. Toes always get talked about around here. But but Pam, God bless you, sweetheart, and don't give up, and always find a way to get around. You know, always find a way to get around, and always do what you got to do. Don't ever give up. It'll make you stronger, and I hope you have somebody that helps you. And if you don't, you should be strong enough to do it yourself. You know. I always think about that. one of the things that bothers me the most is seeing a blind person with like a stick in front of you, like, and I can't handle that, man. That really bothers me a lot. Like, there's a few people here in Bermuda, like I see them in the city sometimes. It's like a man and a woman. I've seen two different people. And when I see that, it breaks my heart into pieces. Like, I look at them and I'm like, fuck, man, I want to like park my van right now and just take them wherever they want. Like, I just want to like park my van and say, look, get in my van. Where do you want to go? And I'll take you to where you got to go and I'll leave you there. And then I'll tell you exactly where you are and give you a visual, But another thing, when you lose one sense, you gain your other senses gain. So your smell would be different, everything you taste and your feelings. But I could never like imagine I could never imagine that life. That's just like crazy. Yeah. I get so like heartbroken seeing that. I couldn't imagine that shit. I couldn't imagine. Fuck that. And this is why I tell people, like, you complain about the stupidest shit in your life, you whine and bitch and moan, but your life can be a lot worse. You could be blind. You want that? Think about that for a second. So stop bitching and moaning and complaining, because you could be fucking blind and you be fucked. So that's why I'm grateful every day to not be that way. Yeah, Sophie, they become smart. They like, you lose one sense, but the other senses kick in, like, and become like way better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't no Leo coming out of me, damn it. Kitty talking about all mark Leo side comes out nurturing. My damn Leos ain't no damn nurturers. That's me being the Aquarius water bearer, bearing for everybody. Oh shit. Damn nurturers. Stop your noise. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Marilyn said, "Hey Mark, have you considered having a 3 reading for the price of 2?" No, that means if I do that, that means that the person's gonna ask me 3 dumbass questions. So I'd rather just keep it the same. That means they're gonna ask me the 3rd question. They're gonna ask some random ass shit, like, "Am I gonna go to the grocery store tomorrow and get some ham?" I'm not gonna give them that opportunity. Yeah, where am I gonna retire? They'll ask me 2 serious questions, and the 3rd question be like, "Well, for my free question, I would say, where am I gonna retire?" I might have a sale soon. I don't really have too many sales. I feel like, I just answered you, woman. What are you talking about? I have you on ignore. I just answered you. See, now, like, answer that question and see, look, see, that was your free question. See? You asked me to have a 2 for 3 deal, so I answered your question. So that's now you got 2 left. See how I get accused in here? See? Now I'm ignoring her now. Oh Lord Jesus. I want to retire and I want to retire in my living room too, Joey. I'm a genie in a bottle. Yeah. I was watching an old novella about two women and a truck driver. I remember Mark, you say, I choose the truck, forget the chicks. Yep. Hell yeah. I want the truck. Yeah, I never went down there because she said that my brother came there and had dinner with her and stuff. So I was like, well, it don't make sense me coming down there. I was gonna go there, but I ended up getting caught up with other things. And then she called me to say that my brother was there early today. So, because he was working in the area. So he ended up having dinner with my mom, which is cool. But I'm going to hang out with her tomorrow because I have to go down there and give her some stuff that my sister gave me. And then on Wednesday, I have to take her to her haircut appointment. So the next 2 days, I'll definitely see her. But we spoke to each other like 3 times today on the phone. She's like, don't forget. I'm like, all right, mom, I won't forget. Yeah, it did. It did stay hot. It was actually 80 degrees today. So I was like, no, no, I'm not cutting no grass. I was gonna cut the grass. That's what I was gonna do. Marilyn, I answered you. Marilyn, I answered you. Now she's calling me her dearest. Oh, good Lord. I did ask everybody. Didn't I answer Marilyn's question? When? I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna have a sale. Willow, what did I say? What did you say? I said, the reason why I don't do 2 for 3 questions because someone's gonna ask the last dumbass question. Somebody's gonna end up asking a dumbass question and say, "Oh, I don't even know what to ask. I'm gonna ask some dumbass question." So I was being funny. So I don't know. I feel like I'm on sale every day. I always respond to you. I never ignore anyone in here. You should know me better than that. I don't ignore nobody unless I don't like them or something. But I like you, especially on Mondays. But you can rewind and check. I did answer you. I definitely did. I don't ignore nobody. Come on now. Why you gotta be naughty? Thanks, Pam Bear. I appreciate you. I can give you a card if you want. I know, right, bro? I should have sales just for you, right? Okay, sweetheart, no worries. I'm just offering. But if you're good, then I appreciate you very much. You get a sale every time a person gets a question answered from me. That's like a sale in real life. It's definitely a sale in real life. Because I used to charge more and less, and now I charge more again. So I can avoid certain, questions from people. But sometimes it don't work. But it's all good. But if I have a sale, you know, I'll be sure to let you know. But the thing is, I can't have a sale with somebody like a person like you who super chats me and don't PayPal me. Then it's worse because it's not really a sale. I'm getting gypped because I don't make that money. I've already explained that already. That when you super chat me, I don't get that money. I don't even get the $10 for the question. Nope. The only way I get that $10 if somebody gives me 15. But that's not fair for you, but it should never be fair for me. You see what I'm saying? So yes, I do, but it's still not 10. It still doesn't work out for 10 because it's 60-40. So you give me 12, right? And I get 8 because it's 60-40. You see what I mean? So even though you're paying extra, I don't get the 10. YouTube takes 40%. Understand? Hey MZ, how you doing? You good, sweetheart? How you been? Long time to see. Pam, I always try to have good conversations and try to talk about reality and life and stuff. So we all have good conversations in here. A lot of people in here come in here with some people come in here with good news, and we celebrate and talk, and sometimes people come in here with bad news, and we cheer them up. So good or bad, we're always gonna be here to help one another and uplift one another and cheer each other on. So yeah. Yeah, I like to keep it positive in here all the time. Good to see you too, sweetheart. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So you're saying 15 is too rich for your blood, but I get so really and technically, if you really think about it, you get a sale every time you give me 12. So when you give me 12, I only get 8. So that's a sale right there. You're getting a cheaper question than everybody else. Or anybody that does give me 10 in a super chat, you're really getting a sale if you really think about it. Because you're paying YouTube and me, but you're not really paying me. See? So that's why I've always liked the PayPal situation, because I get majority of it. I get 95% of it. Whereas this, I don't get. I only get 60% if you super chat. So, like I've always said in the past, and I'll say it again, it doesn't bother me, because if it did, I wouldn't allow it to happen. So when a person super chats me, technically you're getting technically you're not paying me the whole $10. And I know it's not your fault or your problem. But when you're the person not getting the full amount, then it's like, Joey, you had a job interview testing as I was starting when I hit next person. Oh wow, that's crazy, Joey. Must be a glitch in the system. 3 a.m. popped up. I started watching it. Kept me sane for a while. Well, Pam, same thing happened with me. I had a bad breakup many years ago, and I came on here, and I was already into psychic stuff. I was already doing psychic stuff, but I just needed needed some people to talk to outside, in this type of chat world. And I met amazing people that I still know and love and care about right until today. People that have my back. We all go through shit, and sometimes coming in these chat rooms uplifts a person or makes a person feel good and makes a person get their life back together. If you make friends on here and you end up making friends that you didn't think you could make, and they can benefit you in the long run, be there for you whenever, have a friendship with them outside of here even. So there's a lot of people that come in this chat room that I've known for a long time, and it's definitely it definitely helped big time for sure. So I feel you on that. You know, there's a lot of people that get come in these rooms broken and they end up leaving healed and um and their lives get better through encouragement and people that they have the same problems as them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I tell people many times on here that when my dad passed away back in October, more people online gave me condolences and support than my real live friends in real life. And I think that's pretty sad. But that just shows that I have a better online friend base than real life. So to me, that was like, you know, that was another wake up call where I was like, wow, this is cool. Like to have really decent friends online when I needed them. I remember the day my dad passed away, I came on here and told everybody, and everybody supported me. But nobody was calling my phone from here. They didn't care. Even the next day, the next day, and the next day, and the next day, my phone was silent. Nobody hardly ever called. I had to literally like come on here to get some type of peace. So I know all about that. You know? Yep, it's very true. And I realized that after the death of my father and my dog. When my dog died, everybody knew how close I was to my dog, and nothing. I put my dog up on Facebook and I put him on my Instagram, and my real life friends here didn't even call to say, hey, sorry, bro. Sorry about your dog, man. I knew you really loved the dog, and nothing. Same thing with my dad. They were like, hey, bro, nothing. But on here, tons of people. People went out of their way to call me, message me, email me, ask me if I needed anything, all that type of shit. But not these fuckers in real life. Hell no. But it opened my eyes up to how people really are. They really don't give a shit. People don't care about you like that. MZ, you can ask your question when you're ready, sweetheart. I got your donation. Thanks. Yeah, exactly, Joey. But a lot of people, came through for me on here and cheered me up and made me feel like I can talk to him because a lot of people in here don't have their parents anymore. So I was like one of the only ones who didn't have one of their parents alive. So I used to always hear you guys say things and even read for some people about it. And then when I lost my dad, I thought I was gonna get a little bit more support and sympathy through people I knew in real life. But nope, it's fucking sad. But me, I'm the first person to call somebody and be like, "Hey, bro, I heard about your family, this and that. If you need me, bro, I'm got you. I'm the first person to do that shit, to reach out to somebody and offer my, condolences. And if you need anything, bro, no worries. You need to talk to me, whatever. Nothing. But when it's my turn, hell no. They're like, yeah, fuck you. So I'm like, all right, I know who my friends are now. Yeah, people are like selfish and they don't have no morals and values in life. Nobody cares. That's why I come on here twice, 3 times a day, because it makes me feel good about myself and it makes me feel like I have people I can trust on here and people I can talk to and just shoot the shit with and have laughs. And that's the main thing about coming in here, you know, is I know that if it's one person, 2 people, 3 people, 10 people, it doesn't matter. We're always gonna like support and help each other, which is what should happen. But a lot of people don't want that. They're so annoying. All right, MZ, you said I'm back. I don't have anything specific, but I feel there's something I need to know. All right, cool. I'll give you a general read. No problem, sweetheart. A day without me, without having a bride. I agree. Listen, if I go missing like that day or 2 days, people will call me and shit. Be like, yo, Marky, you good? Like one time I went missing for like 3 days. And they were like, Marky, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just don't feel like going live, just tired or whatever. Some days I have days like that or I don't feel well or whatever. But people literally like, hit me up. But not in real life. Hell no. They could care less. I could be dead around here. Nobody will fucking know. Yeah. Like I said, more people on here care about me in real life. It's fucking sad. But I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. Maybe God wants me to be around you guys more and not be around real people. But it's fun. It's fun to be like on the internet talking to people and reasoning with people and stuff and talking to them all the time. It's a good vibe, I know, right, Joe? Burger says, I want it too, but I don't want to bother you. See, that shows you guys care. Exactly, Tanya. But that's cool, though, It's good to care about people because it makes, it makes that person feel wanted. It makes that person feel, people care about them, because that a lot of people don't have people that care about them. They just don't care about nobody but themselves. And that's why a lot of suicidal thoughts and suicide happens to a lot of people because no one really cares about them. If people actually cared and showed their concern, then people won't have a reason to feel stressed or depressed. If you tell yourself you're stressed out or you're depressed or you're lonely, that's bullshit. You can always be a part of a group. You just got to find the right group to be a part of. So it's a journey we need to find and accept and understand that you're not going to be accepted everywhere you go. But you can find a group of people that can make you happy. And you can find multiple groups and make multiple friends. It's really up to you at the end of the day. You got to go where you fit in. You are who you hang around. You know? All right, MZ, let's see what I got for you. All right, what I got here, MZ, is that's weird because I'm smelling like, I don't know if you burn incense or whatever, but I can smell like incense or you burn something around you. So I was like, that ain't me. I smell like that incense smell. And I don't use that. I don't know if you use incense like that sandalwood stuff or some type of incense or you have some type of oil on you or something like that or around you. I got a whiff of it. You haven't? Well, there is. And maybe you should, I guess. Maybe you might have to like light up some sage or some Palo Santo or some incense, something. Whatever you like or whatever you create, like whatever you feel like doing, maybe that's probably it. Maybe you should like cleanse your area, your space, because I'm getting like a strong like smell. So if you haven't, then maybe they're probably you have the spray. Ah, okay. So if you don't have the incense and you have the spray, so maybe that's what I smell like the scent, because it smells like pretty strong. So that's good. The spray works. So yeah, maybe that's probably what I smell. Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should like. I'm not the type of person to use those things a lot, but some people, probably have to just to get the energy, like get some negative energy from around you, or just to like cleanse your space. So maybe you should use it. Yeah, yeah, frankincense and myrrh. Yeah, you can use that. Yeah, just like that around you, and just do a little cleanse. Because I smelt it pretty strong, so that's telling me if you're not using it, using it. If you are using it, then fine, cleanse it, cleanse or whatever. All right. What I'm getting is you might feel that someone's being dishonest around you, or someone's trying to trick you, or they're insincere. This could be like a fake friend you have around you, or somebody that you like know that's trying to take advantage of you, but you know not to deal with them. This could be a woman, because I got the temperance reverse. So this woman causes conflict, or she has an ability not to work with you, right? And this person, like, you'd rather be alone than deal with this person because you find difficulty in understanding this person. Like you can't really get along with them. But it's saying here, because I got the three of cups in like the middle here. So that tells me that maybe this person needs to heal, or they're trying to heal through you, or you might be healing from this situation. Like it's like a friendship you have with a woman or a friendship you have with women, you know? Well, I got like the three of cups is like multiple women, right? In my eyes. But then there's a separate woman here. So if the other woman, right? If the other woman has brown hair or darker hair, then that's the women I see here. It's a woman with darker hair or brown hair, brown or dark hair. So that's what I got here. Every woman here has dark hair in the cards. So that's what I got. But there's one that's worse than the rest. So it could be your sister, your mother, because it's three of you, right? You, your sister, your mother. But this woman that is like causing conflict or doesn't want to unite everyone together or wants to be difficult and wants to be alone or can't work with somebody or work with each other, then that's who it is. And you might fear the worst sometimes, or you might feel like these people cause too much delays in your life. And then after a short period of time, it gets better. And then there's no real gain after that. And then it just goes back to shit again. So, what I get in general is just women that are with or without you, or women that just want to take advantage of you, or just lie, or just not tell you what's really going on in their lives. And I feel like Spirit wants you to come to a conclusion and resolve the issue and move on from this and get to a better place in your life so you can heal from these people. And that way, once you disconnect from this energy, it can make you feel more inspired to do more things. But it's definitely women here, that one in particular. So how you doing, Fiona? Hey, Lisa. Joey, did I inspire you to wash your dishes? Yeah. Right. I remember, yeah. It comes up in the cards very strong. But let me just check something now. All right, so this is you personally that I've asked about, like what the spirit want you personally to know, like in the next like month or so, like in June and stuff like that. What they want you to do is to keep being the person you are. Don't change for anybody. Keep being who you are. Who you are is not a problem, right? But when you try something new, like a new project, a new like way of like trying to get a equal give and take in your life, there's always going to be a worry, a concern, a change, difficulty in doing things. Like when you start something, it's like sometimes it can't be finished, or when you try to make things better, it goes backwards. And if that's the case, they want you to know that between now and the end of next month, things can improve and things can get better if you take the time to put in more action and to make better judgments and to overcome all past efforts. So, you know how we make efforts in the past to do certain things, right? And it doesn't work. And then we give up and we say, well, I'm not doing that because it didn't work the first time or the second time. So they don't want you to give up. They know that it's going to be difficult. You know it's going to be difficult, but they want you to have common sense. Like, use your common sense, be practical about things, you know, don't restrain yourself, because don't make an excuse not to do something. Like, if you know you got to do something and you know it's going to be difficult, like, don't let it, because you got the high priestess at the very end, and that's what they want you, that's who they want you to be. They want you to use your judgment, use your wisdom. You're old enough now to know what you got to do. You're educated. Don't hide your emotions. Don't feel like you're restrained from doing things, and just use your knowledge. Like, you use all your resources, and that's all they really want you to do in the next 30 days is whatever project you're working on, you know. Don't always think it's going to be the same as the past. Don't think it's going to always be difficult. And like, the high priestess is a woman with a book in her hand. So if you have to write down things, you know, get more information, study on the things you need to do, and just get everything organized with a book in front of you, you know, or a piece of paper, and write things down, whatever the case. That's what they need you to do. And they don't want you to think that it's going to be the same as usual, or like you're going to be in the past stuck again like the last times. They don't want you to feel that way. Spirit wants you to, like, raise your hand in the air and say, hey, this is it. You know? So it looks good for you between now and the end of next month, you personally, like your goals and your desires and what you really want to do. But you might be worried and concerned if it's not going to work again. So you have to delete that out of your mind. You have to, like, be super, super confident, and make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's, for say. And that's what they want from you. They want you to do that. And I feel that's what you need to hear, is that Spirit has your back, and don't give up, and don't think it's always going to be difficult. Everything is difficult in your mind. But if you put your heart into it and your soul and everything, and you do what you got to do, you can make anything happen. But you can't keep on thinking that it's not going to work. You know, you can't keep thinking it ain't going to happen. You know? So whatever you have to do, I would say keep going. You know, keep going. Keep making life better for you. And I know it's difficult living with them, but don't let what happens at home happen in your life, you know? Yeah. I feel like you're doing the right thing because you got positive, cards there. You got positive cards, so I don't see why not. All right, Christy, take care, sweetheart. Have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Take care. So, you can change everything. You can just change your mindset more than anything. Change your mindset and understand that you can make it happen. It's a matter of time. Well, I think our parents are always going to be an issue, to be honest, no matter what. But sometimes we have to override what they say and do what's best for us. And then when we show them the difference, and we show them that we're good with their doubt, then it all works out at the end, to be honest. I had to do it many times in my life. Still technically do. So it's really up to you, to make your life better and to do what you got to do. Yeah, right. Well, that's good. If you guys are good, then it shouldn't be an issue. So that's a plus right there. So that's already looking into that's already a good step going forward for sure. And that's why the cards came out the way it did. It means it pretty much says, you know, if you're good, you can make things happen. And if you like do everything according, then you good. Oh, that's the thing. The only way it could be another woman is if there is another woman, you know? So besides your sister and your mother, is there another person that you feel is, that way? Or if you're good with your mom, then it's obviously not her. So you have to ask yourself, what other woman do I feel is that way? And if there is, then you have to just eliminate them or just not deal with them. Mhm. I wouldn't say it's your mom. I get no. So you don't necessarily have to hang out with someone in order for a person to be fake. It could be like someone that knows you or knows of you. Could be somebody you work around, could be somebody like that, you know. It could be anybody really. It's all about who you feel it is. If you think it's somebody, then it could be them, but I'm not getting it's your mom. Mm. If you feel like your sister is, then it might be her if she's older. So it could be somebody older than you, and it could be your sister if she's older. Because I get like a person that's older than you that might be fake or just don't take you serious. it's only one person that's being fake. You see what I'm saying? So out of 3 people that I saw, one person is fake, right? So you, your mom, your sister. So I asked just now if your sister was the one. It said yes. When I asked about your mom, it said no. So if there is no other person, then there ain't another person. It's your sister. And remember, I said in the next 30 days, things can get better and you can deal with whatever you got to do. But there could be somebody in the next 30 days that ends up being fake. You never know. It could be that other person. Yeah. There was 3 women and one person was fake, right? I might have said another woman, but yeah, it could be. It could be another woman. You know, it could be another woman that you deal with in the next couple of days, and you're like, oh God, you know, this person might be. I don't really get no good vibes off this person because when I do a general read like that or just looking, it's for the next 30 days. Like in my opinion, it's for the next 30 days or for the next month or what could happen in the next month. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Hey, Cherry. Yes, I did get a PayPal from you. Yes, thank you. I didn't see you in the chat, so I didn't know if you were here. All right. All right. Cherry, you said, what do I need to know right now? All right, Cherry, I'll check for you. And thank you for the PayPal. Okay, Cherry. What I'm getting here is you might be distracted by certain things. You're mentally drained from the situations that are going on around you. You might have no ambition right now to do certain things. You might be like kind of feeling kind of tired from work. If you work a lot, you might be tired from work. You personally, I feel that you need to get the proper balance in your life and feel like you're going to feel like fairness can happen. But if you want things to be fair, then you've got to put the good intentions into certain things. You've got to be more sincere to yourself, self-satisfaction, treating yourself in a more fair way instead of making it seem like you can't get nowhere or you can't do certain things. Maybe take advice from others in the same situation even. But I feel like you yourself, you're a trustworthy person and you can be loyal, and you feel like because you are this way, you should be automatically, compensated for who you are in real life. You might feel that way and you might not. But there's a 50-50 feeling I feel that you have right now in what you really want to do and how you're going to do it. I don't feel like you have to do too much more to get what you want. I just feel like you got to do more for yourself. I feel like you yourself, you Cherry, have to make things better for you. Like, um, if you feel cluttered, like you say, and you know what you would just want to need to know what you want right now, that's entirely up to you. Like, you have to make the right choices in order for your life to get better. No worries, MZ. I always got patience for you, sweetheart. It's all good. I wish you the best. I hope it all works out for you. Just don't give up. Well, that's good. You're on the right track. Started to really work on my physical self and mental. Yeah. So by doing that, you're finding the proper balance, like I said. So even though you're doing these things and making life a bit better for yourself and working on yourself physically and mentally, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to like just miraculously be like, healed and your life is going to change because you've changed or because you're changing the way you are. It doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. And I feel like because you work a lot, it puts a lot of stress on you and a lot of strain on you. And you might have no ambition at sometimes because you feel like you do too much. So if you can take a break from work and, ease your workload maybe, or if you really have to work a lot, sometimes we have no choice, right? We have to work a lot. Sometimes it's going to be that way. But only you can really decide what is right for you at this present time. So that's why the cards are saying here is you got to find the proper balance. So if the proper balance for you is working a lot and then working on your physical and mental self, and you feel like you're getting somewhere, but at the same time, you're telling me you feel cluttered. So if you feel that way, then that means you have to eliminate something else or eliminate something out of your life or make something better in your life that makes you feel uncluttered and make you feel like you're not, you know, make you feel like you're doing something good and not doing something good. So it's all in your head at the end of the day. Mentally, I feel like you might have anxiety about certain things and you might even feel lonely at times or feel like no one understands you. But that's like totally up to you to change and to get better. Like right now, if you're by yourself and you have no one but yourself, then that's okay. You got to keep looking in the mirror and saying, I'm trustworthy. I'm honest to me. I'm working on me. What I want to do is what I want to do. And you say, hey, Cherry, you know what? Life is okay, really, because this can be going wrong. That can be going wrong. This can be this way. I cannot have a job. I cannot have a place to live. I can be sick. So, like, these things are things that you got to put forth yourself. You know, I really want to go back to school. I've been in the same career for 9 years and I just want more. Well, that's a good thing. If you really want to go back to school because you want to change of a career after 9, 10 years, you kind of want to change anyway. People get tired of doing the same shit unless they really extremely love their job that much, which is not very much. I mean, a lot of people do, but if you feel like you need a change and your job is really the problem, then in order for you to do that, then you go for it. You know? And another thing you can ask yourself is your current job, can you get in a bigger position and have a different responsibility where it makes life better for you, or you feel like it's a new, task in your career that you can do. But if you've been to the top, then I guess you've conquered that career. But if you want to change in career, then why not? You can do it. I've done it a million times. You know, the more you learn, the more you earn. The more you know, the smarter you get. Yeah. So if you love your job and you want a new path in it, then why not go for it? Sure. You can't think about it too long because we're not going to be here that long to be thinking about it. Before we know it, something else happens. So, my advice and my suggestion to you is to go for it. If you want a new path in it, then go for it. There's nothing holding you back. The only person that holds you back is yourself. So, if you decide to do this, it'll work because of your work ethic already and your work life and who you are as a person. So that right there is the path to success. Experience 9 years. You love what you do. You just want a new path. So try to conquer the next step in your life. There's nothing holding you back. The only thing that holds us back is our own selves, our own mentality, our own minds are telling us, oh, but if I do this, is it going to work? You're never going to know until you try. That's what I was put on earth for, Cherry. So you came to the right place. If anybody's going to tell you, I will. But it's the truth. I don't see anything here that's holding you back but yourself. So you yourself have to take that priority as your number one priority to take care of yourself. Only we can change our lives. Only us. I can tell you right now from experience, I've had my own business for 20 years. This year makes 20 years I've been doing maintenance and property management, electrical, anything to do with the house. That's what my business is. And everybody always told me I couldn't do it and I won't be able to do it and I wouldn't last. And then when I did electrical in the beginning, electrical started getting boring. And then I stopped doing it. Then I started doing painting, maintenance, property management. I do this. I DJ as well, as you can see in back of me. I utilize my talents all the time. Everybody that's listening to me right now, we all have multiple talents. We just have to discover them, make them a reality. You can do two things at once. You can do three things at once. You can do multiple things. You can do whatever your mind tells you to do. I'm an Aquarius, February 6th. If I can do it, you can do it. You're an Aquarius too? God bless you. You're the 16th? See, that's good. If you're born in February, you're automatically smart. Don't tell nobody though. They might hate you. But because you're an Aquarius, I feel what you mean. I see what you mean. Because once we have conquered something, we either stop doing it because we know we did everything we can, or we just say, you know what? No, I totally get it. I totally get you. But see, I'm going to tell you my opinion on signs, right? Even though we're Aquarius, right? And I know a lot of Aquariuses have a good work ethic and they get bored quick of a 10-year period of doing the same shit because Aquariuses have this, a lot of Aquarius, not all, but a lot of Aquariuses have the mentality of, you know what? I'm the best at this now. So now I want to do something else. I feel like I've conquered this. Ain't nobody better than me at what I do. You say that humbly in your brain because it's true. And then you say to yourself, you know what? I feel like I need to do something else because this is getting boring. I mean, I love this shit, but I just need to do something else. Or I need to get higher because I just can't stay stuck here. I need something else to motivate me. And I get the cluttered feeling. I get that feeling all the time. I've been like that all year. This whole year, I haven't really done as much as I usually do because I don't care. I'm a Aquarius Sun and Rising, so I'm a double Aquarius. You're a triple, so that means you're a triple. You're a triple threat to people's lives. I'm a double threat. Shit, I thought I had it bad. You must have it worse than me. Shit, I'm a Virgo moon, but Sun and Rising is the most important. So if you're just like me, Sun and Rising, then yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, we're twins. We can be twins today, sure. Because I feel what you're talking about is absolutely right. You know. All right, MZ. Good seeing you, sweetheart. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you came to visit. I appreciate you. But Cherry, go for it, sweetheart. Life's too short. Life's too short to worry about all this shit. You know. But I'm gonna tell you something else. Sometimes it's best to just keep doing your job, right? Just keep that same job, the same job life, the same job, but change your real life. You know what I mean? Like allow your job to stay there and allow your career to be there for now. And then work on yourself. Work on the most important part of your life. You see what I mean? So if you love your job, but you want a new path in it, but you also want to work on yourself, then ask yourself, what is the three things that's most important to me? Is it my mental, my physical, or my job? What do I have to change right now that I feel will benefit me the most? So that's the question you have to ask yourself. Because sometimes our job, we can't really get into a new path unless we work on our physical self or our mental health, right? And then if your physical and mental is okay, and your job's not, then you have to choose which one. And that's exactly what I have done this year. I stopped working hard since my dad passed away in October and my dog passed away in December, literally 2 months from each other. Those were the two people I saw. Those are the two beings I saw a majority of my life for the past umpteen years. So when I lost both of them last year, I promised myself that come January and this year, I'm not going to work hard. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to work on dealing with everything that I need to deal with. If I want to get up tomorrow and not do shit, I'm not going to do nothing. If I want to wake up tomorrow and wash my dishes and go live and talk shit or come on here or just absolutely bullshit and do nothing, then I'm going to do it. I'm not going to kill myself working no more. I saw my dad die at 82. His body was completely deteriorating because he bust his ass his whole fucking life. For what? I want to enjoy the rest of my life on earth. I'm not going to keep on working hard. Fuck that shit. I have enough money in the bank to take care of myself. I'm good. I bust my ass. I saved my money. So I'm good. Money is not a problem right now. And I'm so happy to say things like that because before it wasn't. But when it is, when we're financially secure, for a while and we know we're going to be okay and we don't live amongst our means, then we can start working on ourselves, our health, our mental state of mind, doing things for ourselves to make ourselves feel better. And because you're an Aquarius is Aquariuses are going to be in for a long 20 years coming up because Pluto is in our sign, and that's the power of transformation. So whatever you want to do is the time is now in the next 20 years, and every 20 years that goes by our lives change. From when we're born to the age of 20, it changes. When we're from 20 to 40, life changes. From 40 to 60, it's going to change. From 60 to 80, it's going to change. So it's inevitable that your life is going to change in 20 years, but this is a boost for those who want to make their lives even better. It's the time that everything's aligned for us. So if you want to go to school, change your life, do this, do that, you can do all of that. That's why I said, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of what's planetary in my sign right now. Hell yeah. And that's what I did. I started this year saying, fuck this. I'm done. I'm not going to work hard like I used to, destroy my body, and listen to a bunch of idiots and dumbass people in this world that don't have a clue about me. I'm going to do what Mark wants to do. It's my world. I'm living in it. And that's exactly what I've been doing since January 1st. Because when you lose a pet or a person in your life, like, you grieve and you realize that, hey, when somebody significant goes in your life, you think about it and you say to yourself, I don't want to be that. Life's too short. I got to change my fucking life. I got to make sure I take care of myself. And I don't really care what anybody says. Oh, you're not working? Oh, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I'm doing my life. You don't pay my goddamn bills. You don't wipe my ass. So why am I worried about you? And this is one of the things that we have to keep telling ourselves every day, that we are the only ones that can control what we do and what we have in our lives and who we have in our lives. It's that simple. It's a really easy system, but it's up to us to make it happen. Hey, Lockie, how you doing? Exactly, Joey. Yeah, I have been dealing with grief, but I hold it in a lot because I don't want to grieve anymore. I don't want to think about those things anymore. You know, I have them in spirit now, so it's fine for me. The grief is getting less and less, but the whole knowing that I can't dwell on that no more. I have to, like, you know, I feel like I have to take a break from life itself and take care of me and do whatever I want. So I promise myself that I'm going to keep doing whatever I feel like doing. And so far, so good. It's helped me so much to do whatever I want to do for once. I'm always catering to everybody else. And a lot of people, whether you're Aquarius, wherever the fuck you are, if you're just if you generally are that type of character and that type of person, when you're always doing shit for everybody else, you forget to take it about yourself. And then when people that you take care of don't give a fuck about you and keep draining you and keep taking, you got to put your foot down at one point and say, you know what? I know you want me to do this shit for you, but I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. It's about me. And I think a lot of people are not doing that. A lot of people need to take care of themselves. And ever since I've been taking care of myself these past 6 months, I said to myself, you know what, Mark, it feels good to not give a fuck about nobody but yourself for once. Yes, I care about my mom and everybody else. Yes, of course. I'm going to do whatever it takes, but I spend more time on me now where I never did that before. And it feels great. I ain't gonna lie. It feels great to get up and say, I ain't gotta go work. I don't give a fuck. I'll stay inside all day. I'll do shit inside, talk to people all day, have fun. and just live my life. I want to go to the store, I'll go to the store. I don't care anymore. That's how I am. And everybody should be the same way. Don't ever let shit get in the way of what you got to do in life. Sometimes you need a break because you do shit for everybody else. And that's who I am. I'm not going to change that, but I'm going to change it to a point where I can give myself 50% to you and 50% for me. I'm not going to give 100% no more. Because when you go through some bad times in your life, you really see who the fucking people that really gives a shit about you. And when you see that hardly anybody cares about you, it makes you care less too and put more time into you. But the reason God puts that in front of you is because you don't really take care of yourself. That's God's way of saying stop taking care of everybody else. They're growing up, they can take care of themselves. You take care of you now. And that's the reality that I had to come to finally. And I still help everybody, sure, but I have to take care of me more, or at least 50% of the time. And ever since I did it, I felt guilty at first, but now I don't. I no longer feel that guilt of not helping too many people. I don't care. I want to help me now. Did you ever think about me? No. But I'm thinking about me now. That's it. You got out of a toxic relationship last year, 13 years. Now I made my decision to really tap into myself. I lost 35 pounds, been in bad shape now. That's wonderful. I'm proud of you, Cherry. I'm proud of you, sweetheart. If nobody's told you they're proud of you, I am. I'm proud of you. Losing 35 pounds is a task, and getting out of a long-term relationship is another task. So, congratulations. And because you've done that, I'm sure your life is better. Right? I'm sure the value of you in your mind is better. I'm sure of it. But you have to continue it. You have to continue that now. You have to continue to say, I'm not going to get myself back into a bullshit relationship. And if I do get into a relationship, I have to make sure I don't make the same mistakes. Then you got to tell yourself, I lost 35 pounds. Do I want to lose more, or I'm good with how I am? Next. Been in the best shape of your life? Great. Stay that way. Don't go backwards. You want to go back to school to make more money? Go right ahead. Don't let nothing get in your way. You do what the fuck Cherry wants to do. And I know that's hard for an Aquarius to do, because Aquariuses love to help everybody. At least me, I do. I can't speak for everybody else. And that's why I don't really dwell too much on the sun. But because you're an Aquarius, I kind of want to rub it in there a bit, Because people talk bad about Aquariuses all the time. But you can change that part of yourself. If I can do it, you can do it. But you don't have to hate that part of yourself that much, because that's me too. Like I kept doing forever, and now I just don't care. Today was one of those days that this happened to me. Like I felt like I didn't get anything accomplished today that I wanted to. But I said to myself, you know what? I got a lot of things off my chest. I talked to a few people today, and I spoke my mind. They were cool. The few people I spoke to today, I had great conversations with. And there's going to be days where you don't do fucking nothing. Like today, all I did was wash clothes, wash my dishes. I cooked my lunch, talked to a few people, went on the internet, talked to my DJ friends, talked to my psychic friends, talked to my real friends, spoke to my mom twice, spoke to my nephew and sister and had dinner with them. And now I'm here. So what? But the old me would have been like, you just wasted a day. I would have never done that. I would have felt like a worthless piece of shit. I would have told whoever I'm talking to, look, I gotta go. I got work to do. The old me would be like, I feel worthless if I don't do anything. or if I'm worthless if I can't help nobody. Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm doing whatever Mark wants today. And tomorrow morning when I wake up, God willing, you know what I'm gonna do? Whatever the fuck I want to do. So I need time for me now. My body is deteriorating. I'm 49 and I don't want to work hard no more. I need to work on me. I need to do all the things that I want to do. And if I do that, you can do it too. Anybody in this room can do it. It's up to you. All right, Virgo, take care, sweetheart. Have a good day. Tomorrow. You don't give your energy to no one. Yeah, if you don't give your energy to no one, that's good though. Exactly. If you don't give your energy to, yeah, exactly. It stops you from over caring. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A reset day is needed. If you want to be like me when you grow up, that's good. I can't tell you how many times I come on here every day and tell people this because I'm living it, and I don't want people to suffer and I don't want people to be mad. I don't want people to like disrespect people. I don't want people to like feel like they're obligated to do everything. Like, you know, I want people to live their lives the best way they possibly can. I'm the happiest person for somebody when they tell me good news. And when they tell me bad news, I'm going to try and give them advice to make their life better, especially if I've been through the same thing or I know something that pertains to that, or somebody else in here will make it known, you know? Like you never know what somebody's going through until they tell you or you figure it out. So everybody has their life the way it is, but only you can change it. Sometimes people ask me what should they do? I'm going to tell you, only you can make that decision. So when you say I want to do this, this and this, I'm going to tell you, yeah, go for it. And then I'll project myself, you know, into what your life is and tell you about mine because I feel like if I can do it, anybody can. I'm not some fucking special person. I'm a human being just like you with the same opportunities and the same situation. In this world today, there's not lack of opportunities. It's just a lack of mentality. There's a lack of everything. There's a lack of a brain for people. There's laziness, envy, jealousy, corruption, hatred. That shit's gotta leave your mind and you just gotta be the best version of who you wanna be. And you can't let nobody tell you no different. Absolutely. I don't have Aquariuses that tell me anything like that. But I guess I can be the Aquarius to tell others. And you can too. But you have to make your life better. I can't stress that enough. And sometimes, like you said earlier, sometimes you verbally have to hear it from somebody. You know? Sometimes I might come across harsh and I might say something that offends people, but sometimes you might have to hear it that way. And if I say it in a calm way, like right now, then that's good. Yeah. I never have to hear nobody say shit to me sometimes. I already know what I have to do. I just don't do it. Or if I know what I have to do, I'm going to do it. It's either yes or no. It's either I'm going to do it or I'm not. We are our worst enemy sometimes because we say to ourselves, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if this is going to be the right thing. If you do the wrong thing, it means that it was meant for you to try it. It didn't work. Now you do something else to make it right. Failure is a part of life. Something not happening is a part of life. See how you said you were in a relationship for 13 years and you had to get out of it? If you didn't get out of it, you'd still be there. If you were 35 pounds more and you didn't take the initiative to lose it, you'd still be that person that was 35 pounds more. If nobody motivates you, motivate yourself. Take the initiative to make your life better. If not, you're just going to be sitting there doing nothing. And that's how I feel sometimes. I feel like because I haven't done too much this year and I know I have a lot of things to do and I just don't do them because I'm sick and tired of, having to do everything for everyone and I don't get no time for myself. Like, leave me alone. You think I don't grieve? You think I don't have feelings? You think I don't have emotions? You think I'm not mentally drained from doing all the shit that I've been doing my whole fucking life? You think I'm made out of fucking steel and I'm a robot and I have no feelings? You think I'm some AI goddamn robot or something? No. I'm a human like you. I got shit I want. I got on my mind all the time. I got to do what I have to do. Once you get a certain age, you should know already what you have to do. There is nothing else to talk about. Your experiences of life should be your way to success. Cherry, you said I'll be 40 in 10 years and I don't want to be in this career I'm doing. So you're 30 years old. Man, when I was 30 years old, that's when my life changed. I was 29 when I went on my own. And here I am 20 years later. Still got my business. I'm still happy. Still doing what I got to do. And I'm doing more now than I've ever done in my whole life. Doing all the things I love. DJing, psychic stuff. I got my business. Taking care of my mom. My sister's my best friend. I love all my nephews. I love all my friends on here. Why am I going to be mad? Or why am I going to be sad? For what? Life is good. I'm not blind. I'm not deaf. I'm not missing limbs. I'm not in the hospital. I don't have disease. That's a good life to me, I would say. So why am I going to complain? I just hope I wake up tomorrow morning and get to live another day. That's all. That's all I ask God. Every day, keep me safe and healthy, protect me, my family, and I'm good. I don't need no Royal Royce, $1 million. I don't need none of that shit. I just want my health and my life to be good. I don't bother nobody. So that's a good life, I would say. You know what I mean? Love you too, Tanya. Take care. Joey said, I remember when I was 30, 100 years later. Joey, you're a young whippersnapper. You're still young, too. You're not old, Joey. Exactly. That's all I really ask for. That's what I pray for every day. It's just to not be bothered by certain people and just live my life. I just want to be happy at the end of the day. If I laugh every day, I'm fucking happy. I'm truly happy every day. I'm tired right now, but I'm just happy to just be in the world, living in a beautiful place. I live in a place that people would love to live. But, I'm fortunate to be everywhere I am. So why am I going to complain? I don't care. Yeah, it's already 1:18 in the morning here, so I'm going to get my ass to bed. But Cherry, nice meeting you. Nice meeting a fellow Aquarius. Pam Bear, thank you for visiting, sweetheart. I appreciate your presence and your kind donation. I appreciate that. Joey, always a pleasure to see my brownie twin. Wish you the best. And just remember to be yourself, guys. Do what's best for you. That's all. Thank God for everything and thank God for your blessings. And pray every day. I'm about to go pray right now before I go to sleep. Blessings to you too, sweetheart. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that, Cherry. That means a lot. Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you. And you're always welcome to come here anytime and be a part of the family here. We're all good people here. All right, sweetheart. Thank you. Take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.